Okay. I should have did this. Yes. Ooh, that's so much better. Well, hello. Welcome to you beautiful people. I am your friend, your girl, the metaphysical midwife that goes by Tahiri Divine, or you guys can find me as Tara Rose. On so many of my social sites, you will find me as Tahiri Divine for as of now. But yeah, so please make sure you guys are following this channel. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you're notified when I have a video. I'm on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok. It's Tahiri Divine #9. So Tahiri Divine 9 on TikTok, and then Instagram Tahiri Divine, and that's kind of like right now. We holding it down on these three. I'm working through the social media, keeping that thing active. Okay. So let's get into today's topic today. If you guys do not know what's going on, the new moon is in Libra today. Depending on when you watch this, it could be afterwards, right? But if you're in the time frame of the next week or so, you'll definitely feel the energy for the next 3 to 4 days, even up to this point. But before I get into the new moon, let's do some housing. Oh my God, I did not grab that stuff. I'm so upset with myself. Not really. Let me grab my stuff real quick. This is the stuff I want to show y'all. Sis got some stuff. Okay. So we're back. Yes, darling. So you guys now have a website called Divinelykissedcollection. It is a metaphysical shop that helps practitioners that are particularly in the divine feminine path. So if you were looking to get more in line with your body, mental, spiritual, emotional health, then this is where you will love to go to get some of those products that really help you activate those principles in your life. One of them being the edible yoni oil. Yes, baby, get into her. Oh, sorry, guys, that's my lipstick on my hand. But get into her. God, that light is so bright. Let's see. Me like a bright light. Yes, the edible yoni. This here is a yoni oil that you can use if you are experiencing vaginal dryness, menstrual cramps, as well as helping with the pH balance. So it helps you, it does not solely alone gets your pH together, in tandem with your water intake, as well as what you're eating, will definitely help you in that arena. So get some of that edible yoni. She is available on my Etsy shop, Divinely Kissed, and also divinelykissedcollection if you're interested in buying it straight from my website. Either or, we love it here. The other product that I have, we are in the season of love. Welcome to Libra energy. Welcome to going to that cuffing season. I feel like falling in love. Tonight I'm gonna cuff something up. All right, we in cuffing season, y'all. So how y'all doing? How y'all doing out there, ladies? Y'all doing all right? If it ain't going the way you want to go, don't worry. We got something for that too, honey. We have this beautiful love spell, bath cauldron, right? Yes, this is a love spell that's been enriched by myself. It has been dedicated to the love god deities. So if you are trying or looking to bring more love into your life, she's that girl. She's your girl. She comes with very specific instructions on how to utilize this. So get her. She's on the love bomb spell cauldron. Okay, get this spell in your home. I kind of want to talk about the science a little bit about this, right? If you guys are following me, you guys know we're all about symbolism. You got to understand symbols, okay? So the black cauldron is a very specific symbol of what? Okay, this is a symbol of water. She represents water. She represents the mother energy, the feminine energy. She represents the primordial darkness. So when you see a cauldron, think primordial darkness, okay? And also, I know you might think like, oh, isn't that more like a fire sign? No, she's a water. She's a water symbolism. She's water symbolism. Because think of it as a cup, a chalice. The womb is a cup, a chalice, right? The Holy Grail. So that's what the cauldron represents. It is also a place of transmutation. So if you are looking to transmute some things, some negative energy that's been, circling around you, you're looking to really lighten up that energy for you, she's your girl. This right here, she's your girl. Divinelykissedcollection. Okay. And then, of course, it would not be me if I did not have these. This is here for you to help realign your chakras, bring more love and sensuality to your life. We have our yoni crystals, our yoni inserts. No, you can if you want. We'll talk about that a little another time. But we do have these. So we have our phalluses that are available too. Our phalluses are available. So if you guys need that, get into it, okay? Divinelykissedcollection. So we're going to talk about some magic today because this is a magical time. We have a lot of things happening. If you guys do not know this is my season, right? Like we're spooky, right? We're doing very spooky today. I'm kind of trying to see if I like the red or do I want to stay back to purple and go darker or lighter. I'm not sure yet, but red's cute. Red's cute. She's a vibe. But this is spooky season. But I want to tell you guys how this is some of my favorite times because not only September, it's like starting September 1st, I just fall straight in love. It's autumn, which is one of my favorite seasons. So we get into the autumn here. We're getting into Halloween, birthday, duh. Autumn, my birthday. Then we get to Halloween, the Day of the Dead, Thanksgiving, or and then Christmas to New Year. So that's like, it's a big celebration time for me. This is a very ritualistic time for myself, but it could be for you guys too. You guys could be feeling this energy. And it's really heightened and potent to really be tapped into what your magic is calling out for you, okay? So with that information being in mind, right? When you think of spooky season, don't think specifically go commercial on us, right? This is really the most important time for you ladies, right? This is a cosmic time where we are more being called to go within. And this is a great time to do that inner work, what we call shadow work. I mean, you can do shadow work all year round, but it comes out really, really potent around this time. And this is the time where we're asked to specifically slow down. Even more so because we're experiencing this time during a retrograde where we have about 6 to 7 planets at the time of me filming this in retrograde right now. So with that energy being in this, it's not a standstill, but in this more slowed time, please utilize this time to really, really start to narrow down what's important to you and what you need to put your focus and your energy in. So if it's your relationships, and that means all types of relationships, particularly the one you have with yourself, the one that you have with God, universe, deity, that is what to me is being called for a lot of us to put that active principle in activating these parts of ourselves, right? Because this is the thing when it comes to relationships, you're going to need relationships always. And when I'm saying relationships, again, I'm not tying this down to just specifically your romantic person or your persons or whatever like that. I'm talking about just casual relationships, business relationships, community relationships. This is really a time to really be very clear and intentional with what you are presenting to your relationships and what you are receiving. One of them is presenting. What are you giving to your relationships, right? This is highlighted times, and this season is going to be important because we're in a shifting time right now. Our nodes are currently in Taurus and Scorpio, and this is why it's really important because Uranus is currently in the sign of Taurus. So there is a call to shake up and to spice things up, to transfer energy from one space to another. And that is really where we're going to understand the importance of giving and receiving, because the Taurus Scorpio axis, it's all about that, right? Think of it, Tauran energy is very giving in a way that when it has it, it gives it. When it feels comfortable and cozy, comfortable in my skin, Cozy with who I am, cozy. That song gives me Taurus energy. Hey, happy new moon to you, love. Welcome, welcome, abundance. Oh, yes, I like that name. Be in the abundance and the overflow. And that's what this season is about, abundance. So, and that's Taurus energy. When Taurus is in an abundant energy, she wants to give it. She doesn't mind sharing. It's not so much giving. She doesn't mind sharing. But she will share with those who she feels that connection with, who she feels that receptive with. And this is where Scorpio axis is about asking where you are, your power in the giving of others. Do you have power to make someone give to you? Do you have power to manipulate, right? And these don't have to be bad things, but it's something to be very aware of, the power control dynamics. Yes, I'm in Libra as well. Libra season. Woo, woo, woo. Welcome to my Libras. I'm telling you, I love all my Libras, but September Libras, to me, we special. We special type of Libra. But shout out to the Libras. And this actually, I like that we did that, because this is why, being in this Libra season, this Libra new moon, it's going to ask you to really look into all your relationship circles, right? And see if you're experiencing these kind of power dynamics. Is it you yourself, the one that's being the powered one? Or are you the one who is being siphoned for your power? And look at this, the thing, being siphoned is not necessarily has to be bad, as long as you are in agreement with it. It's only a problem if your energy is being siphoned if you're not in agreement with it, if you're not in alignment with that. So it's important to really evaluate those things within yourself. And it's important to really be very clear with your intentions. What? She's like, I'm October Libra, B-Day on the full moon. Oh, what's up? I think that's what, October 10th, I think that is, 9th or 10th. Happy early birthday to all my October Libras. I love y'all too now. Y'all my boo, because Libras, we do. Okay. That's what's up. Happy birthday to you too, dear. Yes, yes. Agreed. Boundaries and consent. That's this is a highlight. This is a highlight. And this is why this retrograde season is so pertinent for us, because you could be on a trajectory. A lot of us are on a trajectory for our life, right? Our life is going in a way that we was like, yes, I've been waiting for this. This is where I want to go. I'm meeting the right people. Whoop, 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 all of that. Thank you. Yes, on the 9th. Okay, yes, ma'am. That's what's up, boo-boo. Happy birthday to you. Oh, I love it. And so with this trajectory that your lives are taking right now, you may be feeling like, whoa, things are slowing up, or you got some hiccups in the way. These hiccups or these slowdowns are saying, hey, it's a check block. It's a check spot. Let's check some things, because sometimes we are on our trajectory and we're not always paying attention because we're in the height of the moment. It's exciting. I always wanted this. I'm going to get what I need. Yay, yay, yay. And then it's like, wait, pump your brakes. Checkpoint. We're doing check stop. And this is what these planets are giving to us right now. It's giving us a checkpoint. And I'm feeling it too. It's not just you guys. I'm feeling it too. I had a random situation yesterday where my vehicle just randomly broke down. Brand new car just randomly broke down. But that is what is necessary, because it made me slow down. It made me change my plans for that day, well, for the next few days. But it was necessary, because it was like, hey, in that slowing down, I saw something that I wasn't seeing before, right? So this is for a lot of us to pay attention to what's around us, who's around us, whose energy we're giving. And the same thing with your spiritual circle. Y'all, your spiritual circle. And when I say your spiritual circle, I'm talking about your angels, your deities, your ancestors, whatever energies that you're working with. Maybe there's a new energy that you started working with this year that you may need to reevaluate the relationship right now, okay? So wherever that is being called into you, this is a time to not just reflect, but to recalibrate, to renegotiate. Maybe the agreement that you made back in January, now that it's in September, maybe it's time to renegotiate that agreement. So look back on some things, okay? Let's what's the theme for this new moon? And when do you like manifesting? I tried today, but I wasn't feeling it. I came to gym instead. Okay, what's up? Angel Energy 22. Okay, so we're getting into that today. We're getting into that. So this one right here is highlighting relationships. This is the theme. It's like your relationships, but it's not so much relationships as far as what you are bringing and offering. While you should be aware of what you're bringing and offering to your relationships, it's more about where am I currently? Where am I standing with these relationships? Are they beneficial? And we're talking about relationships with your spiritual guides. We're talking about relationships with friends. We're talking about relationships with your other person or persons, business, work, school, wherever you're at, family. There is a shifting of bringing awareness to your relationships. Maybe you need to create some new relationships, and you need to really reconfigure how you need to evolve, not change, but evolve to welcome in these new relationships. So this is really us, it's really highlighting, asking you, are you putting yourself in the best position with the relationships that you're cultivating or giving attention to? That's what this energy is having us focus on. Yes, I'm being called now to really do daily offerings to Aphrodite like the Egyptians did with their rituals. Ooh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, that's good. Yes, my spiritual team is getting tighter. My ancestors feel nearer than ever. That's yes, and this is good. That's good that you all are picking up on this energy, right? So this is really about building relationships, and this is the thing, especially with your spiritual team. We tend to sometimes think that, oh, when I'm praying or meditating or doing a ritual, that's it. But it's a constant thing. Like, it's really a relationship, right? It's really like building your friends. It's really like being in a family. It's really like that when you're working with your spiritual team and doing your offerings, doing your rituals. And the important thing about these rituals, now that we're getting into this, right? This is about understanding that your whole life is a ritual. So when you wake up at the bed, if you make your bed, that's your ritual. When you brush your teeth, that's the ritual. If you use the bathroom and then brush your teeth, whatever your routine is, your routine is your ritual. And it is important that we're utilizing this ritual, right, or this routine, and bringing awareness. And that's actually what ties into Tantra, right? There's a lot of talk about Tantra, and they focus on, like, the sexy part of Tantra, which I think all of Tantra is sexy, but the sexy part of Tantra, like, oh, the positions that we do, and the way you do this, and the way you that, and the way you look at your partner or partners, right? That is a form of Tantra. But what Tantra really is just bringing awareness and presence to what you do. Right? And it's the same thing with your all day of your life, the way you put your fabrics on your body, the way you eat, right? The way you receive the food that gives you nurturance, right? The way you brush your teeth, the way you receive the clean, right? From your, your cleaning rituals that you do, right? Your routines and how you care for your body. All of that is part of the tantric experience. So it's not just limited to the sexy parts that we like to look into. Yes, thank you for answering. And what do you feel about manifesting? Will you be manifesting tonight? If I don't feel the flow of the energy and there's resist, I don't do it. Yeah. You got to follow the energy. That's exactly where it's at. You got to follow the energy, because not every moon cycle is meant to manifest. That's one thing we got to realize too. As you really start to really deepen your practice and study of moon cycles, you will start to find the alignment with your own personal cycle, particularly if you're in a female body, and particularly if you're experiencing a menstrual. And you don't have to experience a menstrual in a female body to get this, because the body still does what it does. Your hormones still do what they do. When you're in alignment or bring awareness to your hormonal aspect, you will start to see, oh, this is a time to receive. This is the time to activate something. This is the time for me to manifest something. So that's what that is. And I'm going to share this book with you all. I talked about this book before. It's called The Mysteries of the Dark Moon, right? By Demetra George. This book is really, really important, because that when you learn about the moon cycles and then the goddess theology around the moon cycles and the mythos with the moon, and then you start to tie that in with your own body, because she breaks that down, how the moon cycle is based off the female body. And even in the oldest artifacts that have been found were these bamboo bones that had markings in them, like these line markings in them. And what the archaeologists were able to discover with that is that women were marking their menstrual cycle, which is the whole 30 days, 28 days, et cetera, and it was alignment with the moon. So they were doing time. So women were the first timekeepers, okay? So yes, yes. Oh wow, this makes sense. My grandfather who passed is my spirit guide, and he popped up in my dream today. Very weird dream. There was a mall on lockdown, and the police was telling everyone, ooh, dreams, don't leave. And I found this hole to escape, and my grandfather was like, listen to the police, but I still escaped. So random. No, that's not too random, baby. You on the money with that. Ooh, girl, you on the money with that one. Okay, okay. I'm just gonna point out what came up to me, right? So I love escape rooms, right? And I've probably done just about maybe almost all of them that came to my city, almost all of them. They have one that's gonna be coming next month. That's an Alice in Wonderland theme, and I love that it's Alice in Wonderland theme because I don't know if y'all are paying attention, but there's a lot of focus on dreaming. A lot of focus on dreaming. I don't know if y'all was paying attention last moon cycle with the Pisces new moon. Was the new moon? Full moon. The Pisces full moon, which is kind of tied in tandem with the Pisces new moon earlier this year. But there's a lot of focus on dreaming. Right now, Coca-Cola is doing their limited edition drinks, and one of them is called Dream, or the flavor is Dream. There's a lot of focus on tapping into your dreams and waking up in your dream world. So, with that being said, not to give you a dream interpretation, but there is a focus on escaping the dream and to wake up into your own dream. And I don't know, it's kind of like lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming is when you're aware that you're in the dream and you start to control the dream. Life is the same way. When you really wake up, you realize that, oh, wait, this ain't my dream. Let me live my dream. But I'm going to leave that one right there because we're going to talk about that in another day. Wow, thanks for the book recommendation. Yes, yes. OMG, write it down, make it plain. Yes, yes. LOL, I love you're so cute. Love your energy. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, wow, I never did one. I have goosebumps now. Ooh, yes, yes, yes. My dreams have been so vivid. The other day, I was in the city, took a boat for 6 minutes, okay, and was in Amazon with a bunch of butterflies. Oh, wow. And I heard a monarch butterfly. That's so interesting. Okay, Angel Energy 22. I'm loving what you're saying because I got a birthday gift from one of my girlfriends, and it was butterflies on the gift that she offered me. Okay, come through, Spirit. I like how you working. Oh, wow, thank you, Goddess. I totally give me more insight on that dream. Bad, love it, love that. Yes, I'm telling you, our dreams are so important to pay attention. To pay attention to what's being said, even if you don't understand it right then and there, sit on it, and you'll start to see why that dream came to you and what was the specific message for you. And sometimes, like you did in sharing it, you kind of point something out on somebody else there. So yeah, that's the business. And this is what I'm loving about what's taking place right now, because these synchronicities are happening a lot more frequently, right? And when you start to see synchronicities happen more frequently, that's when you know you're about to become in alignment. When you're in alignment, you're not going to see any more synchronicities per se, because you are in it at this point. You followed the white rabbit and you went down the rabbit hole and you became Alice in her wonderland. But then you realize that this wonderland is your dream. Somebody hijacked it. Who hijacked your dream? And how you going to get it back? But remember, it's all in your head, maybe. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I'm loving Beyonce's Renaissance album because she be dropping some heavy code. She got a song called All Up in Your Mind. Who's all up in your mind? Who needs to be out of that? Who needs to be let in? Who needs to be out, right? So yeah, y'all, this is a good time. Like I said, this is a good time for pruning, right? You're pruning your harvest. You're pruning, you're separating the wheat from the shaft. And this is what I'm teaching, and I'm going to be teaching a class next month on discernment, because this is something that we need this. We need this in the spiritual women. I'm not even talking about spiritual community. I'm done with spiritual communities. Spiritual women, If you are a woman, female-bodied person, just a person in general, and you're spiritual, you have to be able to utilize your discernment, because discernment is a gift, just like intuition is a gift. The difference between discernment and between discernment and intuition is that intuition, it's a natural process within us. Like, it's just going to happen. Whether it's that flutter in your stomach or you feel it, it's some type of physical sense that you feel with intuition, right? Discernment is not as keen as that. Discernment is more so the why I feel that feeling, right? So you'll have this feeling like something don't feel right. You don't know why it don't feel right. You just know something don't feel right. Or, ooh, that feels good. You may not know why it feels good, but it feels good, right? That's your intuition right there. But discernment is the why this feel good or why this isn't good. And that is what needs to be more cultivated in our life. We have to cultivate discernment. And there's not a lot of talk on this, because truly, if you, especially as a female-bodied person, as a woman, if you have your intuition, your discernment on point, ain't nothing get past you. Ain't nothing can get past you. No ma'am, no ma'am. Okay. It is autumn equinox. Do you have any advice to be in tune with the new seasons and prepare for the winter? Yes, we're going to get into that. Yes, I sure shall. I subscribe to your channel. I love your energy. And yes, discernment is so powerful. A lot of people don't even know what that word. That's why we're doing a class. Yes, ma'am. You're so right. A lot of people don't even know what that is. You're so true. You're so right. And this is why we're going to break this down on a very simplified way and make it more complex, which is not that complex. It's actually very simple, but it's something that has to be cultivated. It's not like intuition. Intuition, we got that. It's just about trusting it, right? The discernment is going to give you the why. And I call it a 3-step process on what is discernment. And we'll get into that. So I'll be having, if you guys are following my channel, you guys will see it in the community tab when I drop the link for when the class will be open and the dates. Or if you're on any of my socials, you'll be on it. You'll be on it. Hey, America Frankenstein, how you doing? Yes. I see intuition as the emotional reaction and discernment as the mental processing. Ooh, yes. You're on the money. You're on the money, Abundance. Exactly. I want to get to the question that you asked about the autumn equinox. So the autumn equinox is part of the 4 equinoxes that we have throughout the year, or solstices, right? We have different solstices. And so the autumn equinox is what we call in the pagan world, which I don't despise the word, but I understand why the word has got some, because pagan just really means the original order of things, the original order. So the original order, we called this Mabon. And Mabon was the time where we would give honor to Hathor, or the abundant goddesses, right? Their energies. And remember too, in our matriarchal societies that were well over 50,000 years ago, about 30 to 50,000 years ago, let's say about 30 to 50,000 years ago and longer, they were not monotheistic, right? They understood that there was different expressions of the goddess or God, right? However you want to call it. They understood that. So, but this was the time when we would honor the specific goddesses or deity of abundance and harvest, and preparing for the winter season, because the fall season represents the moon cycle. Y'all know the phases? Anybody know the phases of the moon cycle? No? Okay, I'm gonna help y'all out. That's why y'all get this book. Get this book. Actually, I'm gonna find my actual book, because this is the one I bought to give away. I want to get my actual one. Y'all can tell this one been read through, right? Y'all can tell the difference. Yeah, I want to get my book. I got some notes in this one. Let's see right here. We have what we call 4 moon phases. You have the full moon, well, the new moon, the quarter moon, the full moon, and then let's see, the waxing full. Yes, these are that. And what we're in right now, we are in the waning moon. So if you understand that the last quarter of the year is the waning process, right? That's when the moon is going down. This is never time of taking in all the receiving that we have received throughout the year, reflecting. Let's start with how things went from January to September, or September to September. Last year, September, this time, September. What have you gained? What have you lost? What are you going to replace for the loss, right? If you need to. This is the time to do that. And this is why this new moon is taking place right now, for us to evaluate the relationships and the connections and what needs to be brought in, right? So you're making you're making notes of what went well, what didn't, what needs to be adjusted, what needs to be evolved. That's how you honor this season. And what that does, it prepares you for the winter solstice that comes up, where this is now the pivot point of birthing your new cycle. So you're taking everything that you learned from the year, because you did this during the fall equinox, right? You did all that studying and harvesting, gathering, and separating the wheat from the shaft. So when you come into the winter solstice, you are now ready to set the new intentions to build on what you've already been working on, right? And that's what every cycle builds on each other. Like I get the notion that a lot of people think that you're starting something completely new. Like, no, it's not about starting something completely new, although that could be a thing for you too. It's about building on some things, building something new on what you've already been working on and already been expanding on, and or want to see expand more. So that's how you work with that. And then you go into the waxing again when we're going into the spring, and then you're full during the summertime, or what they call the summer solstice. So it's a complete cycle of living, and we call that cyclic living on your cycles. And all cycles are different, right? But when we get together, also we start to calibrate our cycles, right? That's what they don't want. Ooh, that makes so much sense. Yes. See, that's why I call myself the practical spiritualist. I got to make my spirituality practical. If it ain't practical, I can't act on it. Okay, is that a word? Actical on it? I'll make that one up. But that's what this time is for. So utilize this time and utilize these retrogrades, because I said right now we have about 6 to 7 planets in retrograde, which is not typical. This is different for us. And I feel like this is really us being taught to slow down, because we about to shoot for the moon after this one. That's a saying that we say in the stock market, right? It's going to the moon. You're going to the moon, ladies. You're going to the moon. All right. And you want to ensure that you have everything in place that's set up for you. So yes. Oh, love you, love it, love it. Yes. Let's see, what did we talk about? So we talked about a little bit about spooky season, utilizing this time, this magic time, tapping into your magic. Oh, wait. Speaking of that, tapping into your magic. It's so funny. I was on a call with some of my girlfriends, and we were talking about some hoodoo practices, right? And I grew up in the Gullah Islands, and so that's where my family lineage comes from. So sometimes, because you're engulfed in the culture, you don't realize that what you're doing is witchy, whatever, because it's part of your culture. But one of the things that we were talking about, this hoodoo stuff, I was like, oh God, that's just, it comes so normal to me. I don't think of it as being hoodoo. I just think of it like, oh, that's just something my grandma showed me, or my daddy do, or whoever. But this is something I want y'all to understand. Your body health, body care. Ladies, take care of your body. If it's been prompting you to change your diet, add something to your diet, take something out your diet, do that. Listen to your body, because your body is actually the tool. Like, you don't need a wand. This is bad. This is going to be bad PR for me, but you don't need a love spell cauldron. Although I would like you to buy my love spell cauldrons. You don't need any of the tools. You were born as the tool, okay? You were born as it. Think of the magician card, right? Or before you get to the magician card in the tarot, you have the Fool, right? The Fool is the endless possibilities. And then once you're born, you become the magician. And you are the magician because you have pieced yourself together in your mother's womb. All your stories, right? This is why your natal chart is your story. You can live your story, or you can give yourself a new story. That's what's so magical about you. You're the magician. You don't have to be tied down to what your natal chart is, but your natal chart can help you if you want to utilize it as well. But take care of your bodies, right? If something in your health is getting your attention, utilize it, because your body is a magical tool. You are the first cause. Be in first cause position, not second cause. You are the initiator, creator, destroyer of your reality, not these outside things. And I know these outside things are very real, because they are. But you are even more realer, and you can shift that. So to pay attention to your body, pay attention to that. Hi, guys. this is totally not about today, but I have a question. I'm about to start my YouTube this week. Any tips on what to do when it comes to setting up for AdSense or anything, not topics? AdSense. Okay, yeah. Let's see this. Long as your Google account, because you have to have a Google account, you have to be at I think 1,000 watch hours. I think it's 1,000 watch hours before they open you up to the AdSense program. So post as frequently as possible, and it's not about how you start, as long as you start, and be consistent. Consistency is key. Consistency is key. Consistency is key. Consistency is key. Okay. I hope you got that. Repeat that to yourself. Okay. Consistency. Be consistent. Post. Don't worry that you only got 2 views. Those 2 views are the views you needed to get to. Don't focus on views. Focus on consistency and content. That is all that matters. Consistency and content. Do it, do it, do it. Let's see. Was there another question? More on the business end that you did. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. I'm legit at the gym watching you right now. Woo woo! Shout out to the gym girls. Gym girls. I'll be there tomorrow, 4 a.m. in the morning, y'all. Sis been doing 4 a.m. workout sessions for the last 3 months, and it's become a lifestyle. It's become a habit. Training myself to sleep earlier was a habit, but it's been a journey. I don't know if you guys seen one of my previous videos about Earth initiations, but that's something that the Mother Earth has been putting on me, on treating the body and sleep as part of a spiritual practice, because sleep is a spiritual practice. Don't let nobody fool you on that one. Sleep is a spiritual practice. Natal chart is the blueprint. Exactly, exactly. My body also wants me to love on my hair better and look after it and keep it natural and clean and healthy and show it real love. Real love. She's looking for a real love. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And you are so welcome. Oh, so good. I love that advice. Yes, yes. 4 a.m. Yes, ma'am. I've been waking up at 3:25 every morning since the 3 months. But you know what? It's become such part of my lifestyle that I don't even complain about it. Like, even when I don't go to the gym, I still catch myself waking up early at that time. And I use that now to add into some things I want to do at the day, setting my day. So yeah, get it done, ladies. Get it done. My G, I've been listening to so much Mary J. Blige. Okay, come through, Maury. Of course, you know she got that name. She got the name of the Queen Mother. We got to listen to the Queen Mother. Yes, come through with the Mary. Yes, yes. But this is the important thing about the body, and the reason why I say that, since I've been initiating myself along with Earth energy, I have really realized the importance of what this body does. And just this earth realm in general, y'all. We live in such a magical place. And it is a shame what has taken place to make us forget that, or to try to sever that relationship, which they can never do. You can't sever us from who we are, but they can try to make you forget about who you are. And this is why I love the story Alice in Wonderland so much. In stories like The Wizard of Oz, because they have the same theme. It is this maiden girl who goes into a dream world. And actually, it's not even a dream world. The world that she was in was actually somebody else's world. Yeah, somebody else's world. And when she wakes up into her dream world, Wonderland, she has to go through this initiating experience to realize that it was all her anyway. And she chose to go back to her, what she thought was her real world. But and both is true for both those stories, Dorothy and for Alice, right? And this is something why paying attention to the times that we're in, that whose dream are you living? Are you living in your dream or somebody else's? Real love. I'm searching for a real love. Dun 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 heart. Ooh, real love. Okay, I'm about to do that to y'all. But I think that's all I have right now. Please make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, hit the notification bell. I'm on TikToker. I keep calling it TikToker, y'all. I think I must be old now, but I'm on TikTok. Of course, Instagram is where we keep it down with the baddies on Instagram. I like to be an Instagram baddie. Well, I never realized the parallels of those stories. Exactly. Yeah, those stories, they're the story of you, to be honest. Yep, those are our story. But yeah, follow me on my social sites, hit the notification bell so you're notified when I drop a video, as well as follow the community tab is where I'll be dropping more information on the discernment class that'll be coming up in October. Really looking forward to this one. We're really going deeper dive into this discernment thing and how to cultivate it, because I'm ready to see more empowered women, empower women, not empowered, not the empowered, but the I empowered, like I am in my power, because that is what we are. We are truly powerful people, powerful beings, and it's important that we tap into both our spiritual, mental, physical, psychological world all at the same time and be fully aware and fully witnessed in ourselves. Okay. But I love you guys. Thank you guys for rocking with me. Catch the replay, because I did have some gems in the replay in the beginning of this video too, if you didn't catch me in the beginning. But until next time, much love. Enjoy this season. Prepare for your harvest, because this is your time. And dream big. Dream big. Oh, wait, I gotta play that. I gotta play it. Y'all gotta see the dream big, bitch. Y'all gotta get the dream big, because this is so important. This is what I don't know about y'all, but I don't know if y'all are seeing. Dreams are everywhere. Dream big. Dream big. Where's it at? Oh, shoot. Where is that video? Okay, here we go. We need to be thinking big. You need to be thinking big, bitch. You need to be thinking big, bitch. Think big, bitch. Dream big, y'all. Dream big. I love y'all. Thank you guys so much. And until next time, bye now.